Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be bringing you the GTA San Andreas review, which has been long awaited for the last couple months. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stands as a monumental entry in the legendary franchise, delivering an expansive and immersive experience that pushes the boundaries of open world gaming. Released in 2004 by Rockstar Games, it continues to captivate players with its intricate narrative, diverse gameplay mechanics, and sprawling virtual world. One of the most striking aspects of San Andreas is its vast, diverse open world, set in the fictional state of San Andreas, loosely based on California and Nevada, from the urban sprawl of Los Santos to the desert landscapes of Bone County and the dense forests of Whetstone. Each region is meticulously crafted with attention to detail, offering players a plethora of activities and challenges to explore. The storyline follows the journey of Carl Johnson, a former gang member who returns to his hometown of Los Santos after the murder of his mother. As CJ players navigate the treacherous underworld of crime-ridden streets, forming alliances, making enemies, and ultimately seeking revenge against those who wronged him. The narrative is richly woven with the themes of loyalty, betrayal, redemption, contemplated by memorable characters and engaging dialogue. San Andreas introduces several gameplay mechanics that set it apart from its predecessors. The most notable addition is the RPG-like elements, including the ability to customize CJ's appearance, improve his physical attributes through the activities like exercise and eating, and manage relationships with various factions and individuals throughout the game. These features add depth and complexity to the game, allowing players to tailor their experience to their preferences. The game's missions are diverse and varied, ranging from high-speed car chases and intense shootouts to stealthy infiltrations and strategic planning. The sheer variety of the objectives keeps the gameplay fresh and exciting, ensuring that players are constantly challenged and engaged. Moreover, the non-linear structure of the missions allow for multiple approaches and strategies, fostering a sense of freedom and agency rarely seen in other games. Beyond the main storyline, San Andreas offers a wealth of side activities and mini-games to enjoy. Players can partake in street races, gambling at a casino, engaging in gang warfare, and even managing CJ's own businesses. The depth and the breadth of the content are staggering, providing endless hours of entertainment and replay value. From a visual standpoint, San Andreas may show its age compared to modern titles, but its art direction and attention to detail remain impressive even by today's standards. The diverse environments are rendered with a level of realism that immerses players in the world, while the character models are expressive and lifelike, enhancing the storytelling experience. In terms of audio, San Andreas excels with its electric soundtrack featuring a wide range of music genres spanning the 1980s and the 1990s, from hip-hop and funk to rock and reggae. The radio stations offer something for every taste, further enhancing the immersion and atmosphere of the game world. The voice acting is also top-notch, with talented actors bringing the characters to life with convincing performances and memorable dialogues. Despite its age, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas remains a timeless classic that continues to influence and inspire game developers to this day. Its rich narrative, expansive open world, and innovative gameplay mechanics set a benchmark for the open world genre, making it a must-play for any gamer looking to experience a true masterpiece of interactive entertainment. Let's talk about the developmental qualities of the game. San Andreas stands as a towering achievement in game development, showcasing a remarkable blend of technical innovation, creative vision, and meticulous attention to detail. As stated before, released in 2004 by Rockstar, the game represents a significant leap forward for the open world genre, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in interactive entertainment. One of the most impressive qualities of San Andreas is its expansive and meticulous crafted open world. Set in the fictional state of San Andreas, the game world spans three major cities, rural areas, and wilderness expanses, each brimming with life and detail. The seamless integration of diverse environments, from the bustling streets of Los Santos to the rugged terrain of Mount Chiliad, creates a sense of immersion and authenticity rarely seen in games of its time. The level of detail extends beyond the geographical landscape to include a wide array of interactive elements and dynamic systems. Pedestrians go about their daily routines, traffic flows through the streets, and wildlife roams the countryside, creating a living, breathing world that feels alive and responsive to player actions. The day-night cycle and dynamic weather further enhance the realism, with changes in lighting, atmospheric effects, adding to the immersion. From a technical standpoint, San Andreas pushed the capabilities of gaming hardware to new heights. The game engine, dubbed renderware, enabled developers to create vast detailed environments with minimal loading times and seamless transitions between indoor and outdoor spaces. The use of streaming technology allowed for the seamless loading of game assets, ensuring a smooth and uninterrupted gameplay experience even in the face of a massive open world environments. Moreover, San Andreas introduced several groundbreaking gameplay mechanics that revolutionized the open world genre. The inclusion of RPG like elements, such as character customization and stat building, added depth and complexity to the gameplay, allowing players to tailor their experience to their playstyle. The branching mission structure and multiple narrative paths offered unprecedented freedom and player agency, empowering players to shape the story and world according to their choices. In terms of the game's visuals and audio design, San Andreas showcased the talents of Rockstar Games' development team. The game's art direction and graphical fidelity were ahead of its time. With detailed character models, realistic animations, and stunning environment effects, immersing players in the world, the soundtrack featuring a diverse selection of licensed music spanning multiple genres and eras, adding the atmosphere and mood of the game, enhancing the overall experience. Overall, San Andreas is the testament to ingenuity and craftsmanship of the developers. Through innovative technology, creative design, and relentless pursuit of excellence, Rockstar Games created a masterpiece that continues to captivate and inspire players more than a decade after its initial release. Let's talk about the gaming's graphic engineering. San Andreas revolutionized graphics engineering by weaving a virtual tapestry of dynamic landscapes and lifelike characters, seamlessly blending technical prowess with artistic finesse. It's as if the game's creators sculpted a living, breathing world out of pixels. How cool is that? Where every detail from the sun-kissed streets of Los Santos to the towering peaks of Mount Chiliad is meticulously crafted to evoke a sense of awe and immersion. Through the innovative use of streaming technology and advanced rendering techniques, San Andreas pushes the boundaries of visual fidelity, transporting players to a vibrant and bustling metropolis teeming with life and activity. In essence, the game's graphics engineering is not just about pushing polygons and pixels. It's about creating a canvas upon which players can paint their own stories and adventures in a world that feels as if it's a breathtaking visual. Let's talk about the game's missions qualities now. San Andreas boasts a wide array of missions that span across its rich and diverse game world. Here's an in-depth description and rating of the game's missions. The main story missions, I would give a 9 out of 10, given that the fact that the main story missions of San Andreas follow the journey of CJ as he navigates the criminal underworld of Los Santos and beyond. These missions are meticulously crafted, featuring a mix of high-octane action, stealth infiltration, strategic planning, and character-driven drama. From epic heights and intense shootouts to tense negotiations and daring escapes, the main story missions offer a thrilling and engaging experience that propels the narrative forward. The branching mission structure and multiple narrative paths add depth and replay value, allowing players to shape CJ's destiny and explore the different storylines. The side missions and activities, I would give an 8 out of 10. In addition to the main story missions, San Andreas does offer that wealth of side missions and activities for players to enjoy, which include activities such as street racing, gambling at casinos, participating in gang wars, and managing your businesses, and so much more. While not as tightly integrated into the main narrative, these side missions add depth and variety to the gameplay experience, providing opportunities for exploration, experimentation, and skill building. Some side missions, such as the firefighter and paramedic missions, also offer unique challenges and rewards for completion. As far as the unique character missions, I get them a 9 out of 10. Throughout the game, players encounter a colorful cast of characters who offer their own unique missions and requests. These character-driven missions range from helping out old friends and allies to undertaking tasks for rival gang leaders and corrupt officials. Each character brings their own personality, motivations, and quirks to the table, resulting in the missions that are as varied as they are memorable. Whether it's working for the eccentric Truth, the ruthless Big Smoke, or the cunning Catalina. Who remembers her, right? These character missions add depth and flavor to the game, allowing players to immerse themselves in the lives and stories of San Andreas inhabitants. As far as the collectibles and secrets, I'd rate those about a 7 out of 10. San Andreas was filled with the hidden collectible secrets and Easter eggs for players to discover, from hidden packages and oysters to unique vehicles and stunt jumps. There's no shortage of treasures to uncover, while these collectibles and secrets add an extra layer of exploration and discovery to the game. they can sometimes feel like busy work or distractions from the main narrative. Additionally, some collectibles such as the oysters and the horseshoes offer a little in the way of tangible rewards beyond completion percentage and bragging rights. Overall, I rate the missions 8.25 out of 10. San Andreas offers a rich and varied assortment of missions that cater to a wide range of playstyles and preferences, from the pulse-pounding main story missions to the quirky character quests and optional side activities. There's something for everyone to enjoy. While not every mission may be hit, the overall quality and variety of missions make San Andreas a standpoint and a standout title in the open world genre. As far as the vehicle mechanics go, let's talk about those. San Andreas was renowned for its diverse and immersive vehicle mechanics, offering players a wide array of vehicles to traverse the sprawling game world. Here's the description and, of course, rating on the vehicle mechanics. The vehicle variety, I give it 9 out of 10. San Andreas featured an impressive variety of vehicles ranging from cars, motorcycles, and bicycles to planes, helicopters, boats, and even trains. Each vehicle is meticulously modeled and rendered with unique handling characteristics, performance attributes, and visual designs, from sleek sports cars and muscle cars to rugged off-road vehicles and military tanks. Everyone's favorite to blow stuff up. There's a vehicle for every occasion and playstyle. The sheer variety of vehicles adds depth and diversity to the gameplay experience, ensuring that players always have something new to discover and experiment with. The driving physics, I give it 8 out of 10. The driving physics strike a balance between realism and arcade-style fun, offering responsive and intuitive controls that are easy to pick up but challenging to master. Vehicles exhibit realistic weight and momentum, with factors such as acceleration, braking, and cornering varying depending on the vehicle type and terrain. While the driving physics may not be as realistic or nuanced as dedicated racing games, they strike a satisfying balance between realism and accessibility, making driving and maneuvering vehicles an enjoyable and immersive experience. Customizable options, 7 out of 10. San Andreas allows players to customize certain aspects of their vehicle, including paint jobs, rims, and performance upgrades. While the customization options are limited compared to dedicated racing games or vehicle simulation titles, they add a layer of personalization and player agency to the gameplay experience. Players can tweak their vehicles to suit their preferences and playstyle, whether it's boosting speed and acceleration for high-speed chases or enhancing durability and handling for off-road excursions. However, the customization options are relatively shallow compared to other games in the genre, limiting the extent to which players can customize their vehicles. The vehicle damage and maintenance is a solid 8 out of 10. The vehicles in San Andreas are subject to realistic damage remodeling, with impacts, collisions, and explosions causing visible damage to vehicles, exteriors, and performance. Damage affects vehicle handling speed and durability, requiring players to exercise caution and skill when driving and engaging in vehicular combat. Additionally, vehicles require regular maintenance and repairs to keep them in optimal condition, adding a layer of realism and immersion to the gameplay experience. However, the consequences of vehicle damage and maintenance are relatively minor compared to dedicated video game simulation games, with repairs and replacements being relatively inexpensive and readily available. Overall, the vehicle mechanics are 8 out of 10. San Andreas offered a robust and immersive vehicle mechanic system that enhances the open world gameplay experience with diverse selection of vehicles, responsive driving physics, and limited customization options. San Andreas provided players with the tools and freedom to explore the game with a world in a style. While vehicle mechanics may not be as deep or realistic as dedicated racing or simulation games, they contribute to the game's overall sense of immersion and enjoyment. Let's take a look at the environmental factors. San Andreas was renowned for its immersive and diverse game world. Its city design was a solid 9 out of 10. It featured 3 major cities: Los Santos, based on Los Angeles; San Fierro, based on San Francisco; and Las Venturas, based on Las Vegas. Each city is distinct in its layout, architecture, and atmosphere. Los Santos boasts sprawling urban landscapes, towering skyscrapers, and gritty neighborhoods, while San Fierro is characterized by its iconic bridges, hilly terrain, and vibrant culture scene. Las Venturas captures the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas Strip, with its extravagant casinos and neon-lit streets. The meticulous attention to detail in city design contributes to a sense of immersion and realism. The rural and wilderness areas, 8 out of 10. Beyond the cities, San Andreas offers vast rural and wilderness areas including deserts, forests, and mountains. These areas provide a welcome contrast to the urban sprawl, offering opportunities for exploration, relaxation, and off-road adventures. From the arid expanses of Bone County to the lush forests of Back beyond, each region is teeming with wildlife, hidden secrets, and picturesque vistas. While the rural and wilderness areas may lack the density of content found in the cities, they contribute to the game's sense of scale and diversity. The weather and time delay, or time of day for that matter, 8 out of 10. San Andreas featured in a dynamic weather system and day and night cycle that adds depth and realism to the game world. Players would experience sunny days, foggy mornings, thunderstorms, and even occasional snowfall, each affecting visibility and gameplay. The passage of time not influences the appearances of the environment, but also impacts pedestrian behavior, traffic patterns, and the availability of certain activities. These environmental factors contribute to a dynamic and ever-changing world that feels alive and responsive to the player's actions. The interactivity and immersion, 9 out of 10. San Andreas' greatest strength lies in its interactivity and the immersion. The game world is filled with the countless interactive elements from the storefronts and landmarks to the pedestrians and wildlife. Players can engage in a wide range of activities, including shopping, eating, gambling, and participating in various mini-games and side missions. The level of detail and interactivity fosters a sense of immersion, allowing players to lose themselves in the bustling streets and vibrant community of San Andreas. Overall, the environmental factors, I give it 8.5 out of 10. San Andreas does excel in that creating that rich and immersive game world that offers a diverse array of environments and activities for players to explore and enjoy, from the bustling cities to the tranquil countryside. The game's environmental factors contribute to a sense of immersion and realism that few other games can match. While it may not be without its flaws, San Andreas' environmentally design remains a standout feature that continues to captivate players years after its release. Let's talk about the fun part, the NPC behaviors. San Andreas featured a complex and dynamic AI system that governs the behavior of the non-playable characters throughout the game world. NPCs, pedestrians in San Andreas exhibit a wide range of behaviors and routines as they go about their daily lives. Pedestrians can be found walking, jogging, biking, driving, or engaging in various activities such as shopping, sightseeing, or socializing, or even eating. Each pedestrian has their own unique appearance, clothing, and mannerisms, adding diversity and realism to the game world. Pedestrians also react to the player's actions with some fleeing in fear or calling for help if threatened, while others may fight back or ignore the player altogether. Traffic behaviors in San Andreas governs the behavior of vehicles on the road, including cars, motorcycles, trucks, and emergency vehicles. Vehicles follow traffic laws such as stopping at red lights, yielding to pedestrians, and obeying speed limits. However, traffic can also be chaotic and unpredictable, with vehicles swerving, honking, and colliding with each other in response to the player's actions or environmental factors such as road hazards or congestion. Traffic patterns vary depending on the time of day, location, and weather condition, adding realism and immersion to the game world. The law enforcement AI was first introduced in San Andreas as tasked with the maintaining order and enforcing the law throughout the game world. Police officers and other law enforcement agencies respond to the crimes and disturbances, including the player's actions such as stealing vehicles, committing violent acts, or engaging in illegal activities. Law enforcement AI exhibits a variety of behaviors from patrolling the streets and responding to emergency calls to pursuing and apprehending suspects. The wanted system tracks the player's notoriety and determines the level of police response, with higher wanted levels resulting in more aggressive pursuit tactics and reinforcements. The combat behaviors of the NPCs in San Andreas exhibit varying degrees of combat behavior. Depending on their role and affiliations, gang members, rival factions, and law enforcement personnel engage in combat using firearms, melee weapons, and hand-to-hand combat techniques. NPCs display tactics such as taking cover, flanking, and coordinating attacks, adding challenge and intensity to the combat encounters. The AI adapts to the player's tactics and skill level, adjusting its behavior and strategy according to the provided dynamic and engaging gameplay experience. The AI missions. In mission scenarios, NPC allies and enemies exhibit scripted behaviors and routines tailored to the specific objectives and challenges of each mission. Allies provide support, cover, fire, and assistance to player while enemies employ tactics such as ambushes, traps, and reinforcements. To impede the player's progression, mission AI is designed to challenge the player and provide opportunities for strategic thinking, improvisation, and skillful execution. Overall, the AI behavior in San Andreas is a testament to the game's depth and complexity, adding realism, challenge, and immersion to the gameplay experience. Whether interacting with pedestrians on the streets, navigating traffic, evading law enforcement, engaging in combat, or completing missions, players can accept a dynamic and unpredictable AI system that keeps them on their toes and immersed in the vibrant world of San Andreas. Let's get to the fun part, which is the voiceover talents. San Andreas boasts a stellar cast of voice actors who bring the game's diverse cast of characters to life with talent and authenticity. The main protagonist, Carl Johnson, voiced by Young Melee, gets a 9 out of 10. Young Melee delivers a standout performance as the game's protagonist, Carl Johnson. His portrayal of CJ is nuanced and compelling, capturing the character's complexity, wit, and charisma. Melee's delivery is authentic and emotional. I'm just going to use that word, emotional, imbuing CJ with depth and humanity that resonate with the players throughout the game's narrative. From the moments of intense drama to lighthearted banter, Melee's performance anchors the player's journey through the criminal underworld of San Andreas, making CJ a memorable and relatable protagonist. The supporting characters get a 9 out of 10. San Andreas features a diverse cast of supporting characters, each brought to life by talented voice actors who infuse their roles with personality and flair. From the wise and eccentric Truth, voiced by Peter Fonda, to the ruthless and ambitious Big Smoke, voiced by Clifton Powell, the supporting cast is filled with memorable performances that enrich the game's narrative and the world. Whether it's Samuel L. Jackson's commanding presence as corrupt Officer Tenpenny, or Faizon Love's comedic timing as CJ's friend and mentor Sweet, the voice acting in San Andreas elevates the characters beyond more characters, creating a vibrant and immersive ensemble cast. The radios and DJ personalities in San Andreas feature a diverse lineup of radio stations, each hosted by charismatic DJs and personalities who provide commentary, music, and humor throughout the game. From the smooth-talking DJ Laszlo, voiced by Laszlo Jones, to the irreverent and controversial WCTR hosts, voiced by various actors, the radio personalities in San Andreas are a highlight of the game's audio experience. Their witty banter, insightful observations, and eccentric music selections add depth and texture to the game world, creating a sense of immersion and nostalgia for players. Random pedestrian voice lines get an 8 out of 10. San Andreas' bustling streets are filled with random pedestrian voice lines that add ambience and authenticity to the game world. From snippets of conversation and shouts of anger to cries for help and expressions of surprise, the random pedestrian voice lines contribute to the dynamic and lively atmospheric immersion of San Andreas' urban landscape. While not as prominent as the main and supporting characters, the voice actors behind these pedestrian voice lines deliver convincing performances that enhance the immersion and realism of the game world. The overall rating for the voice acting is 8.75 out of 10. San Andreas featured an exceptional voiceover talent that brings the game's characters and world to life with authenticity, wit, and charisma. From the compelling performance of Young Melee as CJ to the memorable supporting cast and radio personalities, the voice acting in San Andreas elevates the games beyond their mere entertainment, creating a rich and immersive narrative experience that remains unparalleled in the gaming industry. Now for the fun part of giving credits to Rockstar Games. Rockstar's work on San Andreas represents a monumental achievement in the realm of open world gaming. The visual and concept rating is 10 out of 10. Rockstar Games envisioned San Andreas as an ambitious and immersive open world experience set in a fictionalized version of 1990s California and Nevada. Their vision was to create a game world that offered unparalleled freedom, depth, and immersion, allowing players to explore, interact, and engage with the vast and dynamic environment. The concept of San Andreas as a sprawling urban landscape, teeming with life, diversity, and opportunity, laid the foundation for one of the most beloved and influential games in the industry. Development and production, I'll give a 9 out of 10. The development and production of San Andreas were massive undertakings that spanned several years and involved hundreds of talented individuals across multiple disciplines. Rockstar North the lead development studio, spearheaded the project, leveraging their expertise in the open world gaming design and technology to bring San Andreas to life. The development team utilized cutting edge tools, technology, and creative processes to craft a game world of unprecedented scale and detail, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible in interactive entertainment. Technical innovation, I give 9 out of 10. San Andreas showcased technical innovation in several key areas, including graphics, gameplay, mechanics, and AI systems. The game's renderware engine enabled developers to create vast, detailed environments with minimal loading times and seamless transitions between indoor and outdoor spaces. The use of the streaming technology allowed for the seamless loading of game assets. What's better than less loading times? The artistic direction, I give it 9 out of 10. The artistic direction of San Andreas was masterfully executed, capturing the essence of the 1990s California and Nevada with authenticity and style. The game's environments, character designs, and vehicle models were meticulously crafted to evoke a sense of time and place, while the diverse soundtrack featuring licensed music from the era added to the game's atmosphere and mood. The art direction of San Andreas not only pushed the boundaries of technical achievement, but also demonstrated a keen understanding of cultural and aesthetic sensibilities, resulting in the game world that felt alive, vibrant, and immersive. Its cultural impact, 10 out of 10. San Andreas' cultural impact cannot be overstated, as the game left an indelible mark on the gaming industry and popular culture at large. Upon its release, San Andreas received widespread critical acclaim and commercial success, selling millions of copies and earning numerous awards and accolades. The game's innovative gameplay mechanics, immersive world building, and compelling narrative set new standards for the open world genre, influencing countless games that followed. Additionally, San Andreas' themes of crime, urban life, and social commentary sparked discussions and debates about the role of video games as an art form and cultural phenomenon. The overall rating for Rockstar, I give a 9.4 out of 10. Rockstar's work on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is a testament to their vision, creativity, and technical prowess. Through years of development and production, they crafted a game that transcended the boundaries of interactive entertainment, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and influence gamers and developers around the world. With its ambitious scope, technical innovation, artistic direction, and cultural impact, San Andreas remains a landmark achievement in the history of gaming. The weapon physics? Let's get into that. San Andreas featured a wide array of weapons, each with its own unique characteristics and physics. Weapon variety is a 9 out of 10. San Andreas offered a diverse selection of weapons ranging from pistols and shotguns to assault rifles, rocket launchers, and melee weapons. Each weapon is meticulously modeled and rendered with realistic textures, animations, and sound effects that added to immersion and excitement of combat encounters. The variety of weapons allowed players to choose the right tool for the job, whether it's engaging in close quarters combat, long-range sniping, or explosive mayhem. The handling of the weapons in San Andreas strikes a balance between realism and accessibility. I give it an 8 out of 10. Providing responsive and intuitive controls that are easy to learn but challenging to master, each weapon has its own unique handling characteristics, such as recoil, accuracy, and rate of fire, which affect the player's ability to aim and control the weapon in combat. While the weapon handling may not be as realistic or nuanced as dedicated first-person shooters, it well suited the fast-paced, arcade-style action of San Andreas. Its ballistics and projectile physics? 8 out of 10. San Andreas featured realistic ballistics and projectile physics that add depth and strategy to the combat encounters. Bullets and projectiles travel in realistic arcs and trajectories, affected by factors such as gravity, wind resistance, and muzzle velocity. Players must account for these factors when aiming and firing weapons, especially at long distances or in adverse weather conditions. Additionally, certain weapons such as sniper rifles and rocket launchers feature unique ballistic properties that require careful aim timing to use effectively. The damage and deconstruction, 8 out of 10. The damage and destructive system in San Andreas is realistic and satisfying, with weapons inflicting varying degrees of damage based on the factors such as caliber, range, and shot placement. Firearms can penetrate cover and obstacles, allowing players to strategically eliminate enemies and create opportunities for advancement. Explosive weapons such as grenades and rocket launchers cause widespread destruction and collateral damage, adding chaos and intensity to combat encounters. Melee weapons, while less powerful than firearms, offer the advantage of silent takedowns and close quarters combat options. The weapon upgrades and customization, solid 7 out of 10. San Andreas allows players to upgrade and customize certain weapons with attachments and modifications such as scopes, suppressors, and extended magazines. While the customization options are limited compared to dedicated weapon customization systems found in other games, they add a layer of depth and personalization to the gameplay experience. Players can tailor their weapons to suit their playstyle and preferences, enhancing immersion and investment in their arsenal. An overall rating for the weapons physics is an 8 out of 10. San Andreas featured a robust and satisfying weapons physics system that enhances the gameplay experience with realism, variety, and depth. With its diverse selection of weapons, responsive handling, realistic ballistics, and destructive capabilities, San Andreas offers players a thrilling and immersive combat experience that remains a highlight of the game. While the weapon customization options may be limited compared to other games, the overall quality and effectiveness of the weapon physics in San Andreas contribute to the game's enduring popularity and appeal. Now we're going to transcend into the clothing variety. San Andreas offered an extensive variety of clothing options for players to customize the appearance of the protagonist, CJ. The clothing types, 9 out of 10. The game featured a diverse range of clothing types including shirts, jackets, pants, shoes, hats, accessories, and so much more. Each clothing type is further divided into various styles, colors, and designs, allowing players to mix and match different pieces to create their own unique look. From casual streetwear and gang attire to formal suits and sportswear, the clothing options in San Andreas cater to a wide range of tastes and preferences, ensuring that players can express themselves and customize their character to their liking. Brand variety, I'll give about an 8 out of 10. The game included clothing from a variety of fictional and real-world brands, each with its own distinctive aesthetic and identity. Players can choose from iconic brands such as Binko, Suburban, and Prolapse, each offering a unique selection of clothing items that reflect different fashion trends and styles. Additionally, certain brands may carry an exclusive or limited edition items that players can unlock or purchase through in-game progression, adding to the sense of authenticity and immersion. The customization options, I'll give it 9 out of 10. Players with a high level of customization options for their players' clothing, allowing them to tailor their appearance to their preferences and playstyle. Players can mix and match different clothing items, colors, and accessories to create a personalized look that reflects their individuality. Additionally, players can unlock or purchase clothing items through in-game progression, completing missions, or exploring the game world, giving them a sense of accomplishment and investment in their character's wardrobe. Gang affiliation, I'll give it 8 out of 10. San Andreas allowed players to align themselves with different gangs within the game world, each with its own distinct style and aesthetic. By wearing clothing associated with a specific gang, players can bolster their reputation and standing within the gang hierarchy, gaining access to exclusive missions, rewards, and perks. The ability to represent a gang through the clothing adds depth and immersion to the game world, allowing players to immerse themselves in the gang culture of San Andreas and carve out their own place within it. The visual impact on the clothing variety in San Andreas has a significant visual impact. An 8 out of 10, if you may. With NPCs and pedestrians sporting a wide variety range of outfits and styles, from the flashy attire of celebrities and socialites to the rugged streetwear of gang members and urban dwellers, the clothing diversity adds vibrancy and authenticity to the game world, bringing it to life with color and personality. The visual impact of the clothing extends beyond the aesthetics, influencing player interactions, social dynamics, and immersion in the game world. So overall, the clothing gets an 8.4 out of 10 for me. San Andreas offered a rich and diverse selection of clothing options that allowed players to customize their character's appearance with the style and flair. With its wide range of clothing types, brand variety, customization options, and gang affiliation mechanics, and visual impact, San Andreas provided players with the tools and freedom to express themselves and immerse themselves in the vibrant world of the 1990s California. While the clothing variety may not be as extensive or detailed as in dedicated fashion games, it remains a standout feature of San Andreas' gameplay experience. Let's move into the game's pros and cons. The pros is the vast open world. San Andreas offers a sprawling open world environment featuring 3 major cities and diverse landscapes to explore. Its engaging narrative, the diverse gameplay, The customization options and immersive atmosphere, the game's detailed graphics, realistic sound effects, and diverse radio stations create an immersive atmosphere. The innovative mechanics that San Andreas introduces and its RPG-like elements such as character stats and relationships enhancing the depth of the gameplay, and of course the longevity. With countless missions, activities, and secrets to discover, San Andreas offers hours upon hours of gameplay. The only cons to the game is pretty much its outdated graphics, despite its groundbreaking visuals at the time of the release. Come on guys, it's 2004. San Andreas graphics may feel dated compared to modern control standards. The control issues are a little bit off. The game's controls, particularly on PC, can be clunky and challenging to master, leading to frustration during gameplay. Technical glitches, like many open world games, San Andreas is prone to technical issues such as bugs, glitches, and occasional crashes. Its controversial content, the game's portrayal of violence, crime, and adult themes may be off-putting to some players or lead to controversy. Steep learning curve, San Andreas' complex gameplay mechanics and expansive world may overwhelm newcomers to the series or the genre. The big one, as far as cons go, come on guys, let's think about this. The lack of fast travel. With no fast travel system in the game, players may find themselves spending a significant amount of time traveling between locations, rather than trying to achieve the game itself. The AI behavior, the non-playable character AI can be erratic and unpredictable, leading to immersion-breaking moments and frustrating encounters. Overall, while Grand Theft Auto San Andreas offers a rich and immersive gameplay experience, it's not without its flaws. However, its strengths far outweighed its weaknesses, making it a classic title, beloved by fans around the world. The overall rating of the game, I give a solid 9.5 out of 10. San Andreas earns its place as a classic in the gaming world due to its groundbreaking features and lasting influence. Its sprawling open world filled with vibrant characters and diverse activities offers players endless opportunities for exploration and discovery. The game's deep customization options, engaging storyline, and dynamic gameplay mechanics ensure that the players are constantly immersed in the rich tapestry of the 1990s California. Despite its age, San Andreas remains a timeless masterpiece that continues to define the open world genre and entertain players across its generations. In conclusion, San Andreas stands as a monumental achievement in the gaming industry, showcasing Rockstar Games' unparalleled creativity, ambition, and technical prowess. From its vast and immersive open world to its compelling narrative, diverse gameplay mechanics, and cultural impact, San Andreas continues to leave an inedible mark on the players and developers alike. With its richly detailed environments, memorable characters, and endless opportunities for exploration and discovery, San Andreas transports players to a vibrant and dynamic version of 1990s California and Nevada. Whether cruising the streets of Los Santos, engaging in high-speed chases, and embarking on epic missions, players are drawn into a world filled with danger, intrigue, and possibility. Furthermore, San Andreas' deep customization options, engaging storyline, and dynamic gameplay mechanics ensure that players are constantly challenged and rewarded with countless hours of entertainment awaiting them at every turn. The game's enduring popularity and influence are a testament to its timeless appeal and status as a true classic of the gaming medium. In fact, in pantheon of the video game masterpieces, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stands tall as a shining example of what can be achieved when creativity, innovation, and passion converge, whether experienced for the first time or revisited as a cherished memory. San Andreas continues to captivate and inspire players, cementing its place in the gaming history as a true icon of the industry. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. This was my in-depth review of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. If you guys like this video, drop a like. It would be greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel, drop a subscribe. It would also be very, very greatly appreciated. It would mean a lot. And as well, hit that notification bell to stay notified of upcoming content just like this. If you guys would like to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know how I did with this review and if you guys want to see more reviews just like this. With that said, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, y'all.
This love, is this heaven? So many feelings rise.